Hi, my name is Jerome Mills. I'm a sales engineer at NetFoundry. Today I'll be going over the microsegmentation demo using NetFoundry Zero Trust platform. With traditional microsegmentation projects, the initial phase of getting a deep and complex understanding of your network topology is where many fail. This can take multiple steps, and with network drift, things will change in an ongoing manner. After that, you have to have a multitude of firewall rules and ACLs, and these only exacerbate as you increase by adding new data centers, different branches. Now you have to deal with overlapping IP addresses, so nets, and a whole lot of more issues. This can really result in performance degradation, hard to troubleshoot block traffic, and excessive firewall rules means it's hard to figure out which specific rule needs to be changed in order to allow or to stop access altogether. With NetFoundry solution, all connections are made via port 443 outbound only. That means there are no need to change any firewall rules, no nets, no special configuration. Everything is done via standard HTTPS internet port. All identities are backed by an X509 certificate, meaning that there is a mutual TLS connection, and an ongoing authentication and authorization means that anytime a service is no longer allowed, it will immediately disconnect. All services and applications are done at a specific allow access only. Everything is denied by default, and you can make those service policies as wide or as specific as you want, down to the specific IP and port combination. Everything now becomes centralized throughout your multiple pieces of network infrastructure, and so monitoring becomes a lot easier as you can see what identity went to where, for how long, and how much data they sent. In this example, we have several EC2 instances located in AWS. They all are configured to read and verify connectivity to themselves as well as Azure GCP. I'll be connecting via a trusted external source, and when I make changes to access policies, we'll see how quickly it is that those services change. Currently, nothing is allowed to talk to anything. We see that no specific instance is allowed to talk to any other instance. I can do a connectivity check up here, and we see that every single one has failed. Now, here in the Customer Connect console, down in the Access Policies, I'll select this specific policy, which is connected to this specific instance. I'll go ahead and add several connectors, including EC Instance 1 and Azure K8s. Go ahead and save the access policy. Wait a couple seconds to reload the graph. And now we can see that app02 has connectivity to app01 as well as Azure K8s. Something to note as well is app01 still cannot connect to app00. This is because all rules are unidirectional, and so there's no need for any excessive firewall rules on multiple sides. We can verify the policy again, and we see that in fact we have several successes. And if I go to app 1, we still have all of those fails. To review, we've seen that with NetFoundry solution, everything is done by a simple click of the button to allow access to specific devices to specific services. Our platform is software-based, so everything is done regardless of the underlying infrastructure or the changes in the hardware. We can run on COTS infrastructure as well as in the cloud. We have things directly down to the SDK as well. With our solution, we can make this happen. Thank you for your time. Reach out for more information.